Hello, we are here with the KO, the Knockouts champion, Tasha Steelz. I'm Ashley Rosenova with TWM Plus. And of course, as you may know us, we were TWM News in the United Kingdom. I'm not from the United Kingdom, but hey, I'm there. Tasha, first of all, how are you?
I'm doing great. Feeling blessed. Still the champ, so that's always a good thing. But I'm feeling great today. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, absolutely. I always start off with that because, I want to know how you are. You are the first knockout, the first woman to win Ultimate X. What's that like? How do you feel, man?
Man, I made history. I legit made history. We all made history, but it will go down in the books that Tasha Steelz made history because she won the first ever Knockouts Ultimate X match. And they'll have more to come, but you can never forget your first, and your first is always some flavor. So I feel good about that, and that is something they can't take away from me. So I feel great, and I can run with that. And here I am today, the Knockouts World Champion. I feel good.
Absolutely. That's going to go down in history and all of Impact, celebrating 20 years. Let's call it what it is. There's going to be another 20 years. I don't care what anyone says.
Mm-hmm. Impact is forever.
Yeah, forever. The faithful are forever. Your future Hall of Famer, in my opinion, because of Ultimate X. You killed it.
That sounds good. Tasha Steelz, Hall of Famer. That's bells to my ears right now. I love it. I love it. I love to hear that. And this. I'm only 2 years in. I'm 2 years in,
2 years,
and it's already Hall of Famer. I love it. Let's put it down right now.
I mean, you're the first woman to win Ultimate X, and you're a great champion. So, how does it feel being the current Knockouts champion? What is it like for Tasha Steelz?
It feels amazing because I am the first Afro-Latina Knockouts World Champion. So there hasn't been anyone Latino-wise that has been a Knockouts World Champion. I'm sure there has been some that have gone for the title but haven't succeeded in winning. So me being the first is just great. And like I said, I love making history because it's something they can't take away from you, and it's something they have to write down in the books. And whenever people look back years and years ahead, they will see your name etched in those history books, and it's just something you could be proud of. And it shows your work is there, and it shows how hard you work for this. And I work damn hard, and to defeat a legend like Mickie James to win this Knockouts World Championship is just the cherry on top, and it means so much to me. So I'm very grateful, and I'm happy, and I've done all this within being in 2 years of Impact, and it's just something that a lot of women really can't say. So I feel good, and flavor is always forever now.
I see you as a long-term champion. That's for sure. You've proven it multiple times. You beat a legend. Let's call it what it is.
I beat that hardcore country.
Yeah, you did. And it was an amazing match. I think the fans won the most out of it. Other than of course yourself. Who else are you interested in facing from the TNA era? As far as if we're gonna go back through 20 years of history. You've got choices of all kinds of knockouts, different personalities, different women have held that title. I mean, let's even include the knockouts tag champions too.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. It's funny you say that because every single time I see Gail at tapings, I try and do whatever I can to make her try and put on those pair of boots again and just do it one more time, at least with me. But she doesn't fall for it because she already knows the trickery. I think we're like all of us girls try and do that, like try and make Gail like get those boots on again, but she's not with it. But I definitely would have loved to get in the ring with Gail Kim. That would have been something amazing to me. going back, such a great list. Definitely ODB. I think I would have had a lot of fun with ODB in the ring. Kind of a little jealous that Deanna had her fun with ODB, but I definitely would have had a lot of fun with ODB in the ring. Um, let's see. Tara. She definitely would have been a lot of fun to be in the ring with. It's the list goes on and on. It's just so many women for the past, but I'm the Knockouts champion, and if they are feeling that itch, I am available to help them with that itch. I take on any newcomers from the past, the present, the future. Anybody can get it with the Knockouts World Champion, because I leave that door wide open for anybody to come through and challenge the champ. Now they can try, but they ain't gonna win, and that's on period.
Absolutely. I think anyone would be a worthy competitor for you. If now we're talking about newcomers, and any concern about Masha Slamovich? I mean, she is
Masha has
undefeated.
been, she is undefeated. She's been tearing it up in the ring. But I love that. That's just something I love. I love somebody who is hungry and wants to get on this level, because then it wouldn't be great competition. So I am ready for Masha at any time, just like I'm ready for any of the other ladies that want to challenge me at any time. So, but Masha is tearing it up. She is undefeated. She is just as much of a badass like me, and I love that. I love that. It makes great competition, and we're both hard hitting. So that match is just a dream match waiting to happen. So I can't wait for that to happen. Whether I have the title or not, I would still love to get in the ring with Masha Slamovich.
All right. How are you feeling about going into the first Queen of the Mountain match?
At first I didn't know what the hell it was. I was sitting there like, Queen, well, because I'm looking back on the King of the Mountain match, I didn't know, so I had to just dig deep and do some research and ask a couple of the guys, who's been there for a long time. Like, all right, what is this match really? And just I've got a couple videos that was sent to me, so I'm watching these old King of the Mountain matches, and I'm starting to get like, okay, the rules of it and what you got to do and how you got to win and all that stuff like that. But to go in it with the knockouts and this being a first ever, this being a first ever is just what is the greatest part about it, because we get to make history once again, us ladies, and it's the greatest thing. You have the girls at Hard to Kill main eventing for the first time, which is great, and they're making history. So with us doing this Ultimate X match, us making history, then it was great. So us doing this Queen of Mountains match is just so much better, because every single time we step in there, we steal the show. We become match of the night, and I'm looking forward to that as well, as being match of the night, because all of these ladies that are in it, myself, Mia Yim, Chelsea Green, Deanna, Jordan, we are very creative when it comes to our matches, and it definitely shows. So I am definitely looking forward to the crowd loving what we're going to do and the hard work we're going to put in, and the end result of me being and still Knockouts World Champion.
Oh man, I believe it. I believe in you. I think you can do it. I mean, for anyone that wants to see those matches, please get Impact Plus. It's completely worth it. You get over 4,000 hours of footage. So please, subscribe. You want to watch Impact every week? Become an insider. If you do not have Access TV, I think even FightNet has it.
Yes.
So, an insider, YouTube. They also have old matches there. So we do have a couple of questions from Impact Faithful. I always like to, ask them. As far as I'm just gonna ask a couple of them that are towards Impact. There's several different ones. Let's see. Terrell wants to know, how's your relationship with Savannah, and do y'all have a goal together? I'm not sure if he means like a goal as long-term partners in the Impact Zone, Slammiversary after that, or if he means, knockout tag titles. So let's go with that one first.
Okay, well, Savannah is my heater, what I would like to call my insurance policy. So we don't like to talk too much about Savannah because, we don't want to surprise too many people with Savannah. Savannah is on the hush right now until you piss her off. Now, if you piss her off, that's it. It's a wrap. I cannot be responsible for what happens when you make an angry person, a person like Savannah, angry. Okay, so we're gonna leave at that. As far as a future, I mean, if Savannah wants the Knockouts World Championship, if she wants to be a Knockouts World Champion, a tag champion, all she got to do is let me know. I don't mind playing both roles. I mean, I think the only woman that's done it so far is Gail, and I don't mind making that history doing that as well. I can play the Knockouts World Champion, and I can play the Knockouts World Tag Champion. I have the experience in both, so we can do both if she wants it, but that's only if she wants it. So we'll leave it at that.
Tasha Steelz, history maker, future Hall of Famer of Impact. I like it. AO, very active in the Impact, faithful, always tweeting, always supporting. Wants to know who is your biggest inspiration, or if you have multiple inspirations from everywhere, anywhere besides wrestling, however you want to answer.
Yeah, so the first is always my mom. She's definitely inspired me and has pushed me to my limit to get up and do what I love doing every single time. She is definitely always sending me motivational quotes. She's always sending me prayer verses from the Bibles. Like, so she definitely is like the key to inspiring me. Also, I'm sure everybody knows Trish Stratus is my idol. So love her. She's definitely inspired me in wrestling, as well as Jazz. Jazz has definitely inspired me a lot. So those are the most important women that I love and enjoy and are inspired by.
I had an interview with Jazz. What an awesome lady. Badass
That's auntie
woman.
right there.
Badass woman.
Hell yeah, she is.
That is a legend. That is one of my goats, is Jazz. And I even told her that. Let's see. Mike wants to know, what is the match that got you into wrestling, that got you into wanting to train?
Ooh, there wasn't a specific match. It was actually watching Tough Enough when Triple H was on. It was the first Tough Enough, and Triple H was on there, and he kept it real with everyone, and he let you know like what this life of wrestling is. Like, you're on the road these certain amount of days, you don't get to see your family, you don't get to see your friends, you're missing birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, all these other things. And this is something that if you want to be a part of it, you need to commit 100% to. And it was just him, and just the way he delivered that speech just made me feel like, well, my family already supports me doing it. So it was just like, all I needed to do was to just get myself in, because they already understood the lifestyle of professional wrestling, and that I was going to miss these birthdays, but it will be worth it for me in the end, because I will be living my dream and I will be loving what I'm doing instead of being miserable or sitting at a desk job that I don't want to be at. So they support that 1,000%. So it was that particular speech at Tough Enough, during that Tough Enough episode, that made me say, I want to do this. I want to get into this, and I want to take on that challenge.
That's great. That's a great answer. I don't think a lot of people really mention Tough Enough as much as of an impact that it had, when it did air. Going back to inspirational quotes, is there one particular that sticks with you? Because I'm big on inspirational quotes. So, like, I love them. Original, unoriginal, doesn't matter. Any particular ones that mean the most to you, or ones that play in your mind before you have a match?
Um, I get so many every day, or I read so many every day that each one means a lot to me. So I don't have a particular one that it stands out the most, because every time like my mom sends one or I end up reading one, it hits me. It hits me personally, because it's just sometimes if you're going through something and you just don't know what to do, and then all of a sudden you see this quote and you're just like, you feel that, and it hits you hard, and it hits you in your heart, and you're like, and you're feeling it, and you're like, man, like this means something to me. So it's just a lot that gets sent to me daily, and each one means something different to me, especially like the different kind of feeling that I'm feeling that day.
I understand. I feel you. You know, I go through so many of them too. I think
Hmm.
it helps, especially, when you're trying to unwind, or if you are having a difficult day. That does happen. I can only imagine, you as a performer, as a champ, you know, at the end of the day, as far as, with the company or even anywhere, you are the champ for Impact. You're representing the company. So I can only imagine, what that weight must be like, but you're doing a fantastic job. You know, we're already coming to a close here as far as, with our time in this interview. Is there
Hmm.
anything you want to share or say specifically to your fans? Any advice you want to share, whether it be life, whether it be if they want to become a pro wrestler, if they want to join this business of pro wrestling? Is there?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, so there are going to be a lot of doors closing in your face. There's going to be a lot of times where people will say no. There's going to be a lot of people uh measuring you up, trying to put you in a certain group or have a certain standard. But always remain being yourself, and always have a goal to want to change that standard. That was my main goal of changing the standard of what a champion should look like. And I don't look like that standard champion that you would normally see, So I'm different from that. I always wanted to be different. And my trainer also tells me to learn to be different and make yourself stand out versus the other girls that look the same, and make people continue to have their eyes on you. And that goes as well with like entrances and stuff like that. You only have that 5 or 10 seconds to wow people and make people attract to you. So you do what you can with that time and make yourself stand out, but never give up. I know John Cena says that a lot, but it is definitely true. Never give up. Never let those doors that close in your face discourage you. Never let those 100 no's discourage you, because you're going to get that one yes, and you're going to get that chance. And when you do get that yes, it's going to be the yes that's going to change your life. And that's what happened to me. So I encourage everyone to keep fighting and keep doing what they're doing, because somebody out there is going to give you the flowers that you deserve.
That's great advice. And, it is true what you say. That crowd determines whether they like you or dislike you the moment you walk out of that curtain, regardless if it's an indie promotion, a major show, a pay per view. They decide when you come out. Once again, thank you for your time, Tasha. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. I've been wanting to talk to you for so long. And everyone, Slammiversary this year, Impact 20th anniversary. Check it out. Get it on FITE. Please come and watch it. You'll have a great time. I promise. Impact is fun. It's entertaining. And we got a great women's division. So
Oh,
thank you
yes.
for your
Yes, we
time.
do. Yes. Thank you so much, Ashley. I appreciate you.